Good morning. I wanted to hop on this morning and do my card that I was supposed to have done last night. It was Wednesday night and I was supposed to do my first Wednesday night Facebook Live, but I had physio and then I got home and I am the fundraising committee chair on my son's Safe Grad, and I had people popping by for tickets and conversations, and it just did not work, and my phone was about to die, so my apologies, but I figured I would show you the card this morning. So I know this is a different time for me to be posting, but better now than not at all, right? So without any further ado, let's get to this, because as you can see, my hair is still wet. I am getting ready for work, but let's do this. First things first, you can see I've used an embossing folder there. That is the Simple Stripes embossing folder, and I did it on a diagonal. And actually I had to feed it through twice. I wish this was just the tiniest bit wider so that we could do that. But I will show you a tip. I'll show you a couple of tips, because first things first, we're gonna give it a spritz, and I'm gonna do that off camera so I don't get my table wet. But this embossing folder is one of the ones. I'm just trying to make sure I have the stripes going the same way. How did I have that? Whatever. This is one of the worst ones for cracking. So I find by spritzing it a little bit with my spritzer that doesn't happen. Could probably leave that, but as you can see, all of the corners are visible. So what I am going to do is I'm going to line it up perfectly. And because this is clear, you shouldn't have too hard of a time. Try not to leave too much hanging off the edge, because it will kind of get crunched when it goes through the big shot. Once they're in the groove, you should be able to tell. So I did a little something interesting here. I put one way and one the other way, and I'm kind of digging it. So let's just leave it like that. I did say that I'm getting ready for work, so not necessarily awake yet, right? There's a reason I do this in the evening. If you don't have these stitched dies, hi Debbie, it is a staple. If you never buy any of the other shaped framelits, you need these. I guarantee you they will be such an amazing addition to your stash. And there's circles, ovals, and squares all in one set. I just have this on a magnetic sheet, and I'd be lost without them. They add so much dimension, and you can't go wrong getting all three shapes in one little bundle. I can't remember the price off the top of my head. I want to say it's $40, but you can shop in my online store if you'd like. Well, if you don't already have a demonstrator and you live in Canada, please shop with me. So that is our stitched vellum. It's hard to see, but those stitches just add the perfect little detail. You can't really see it. I think I might use a darker color this time, but I used the waterfront stamp set to get that little thanks there. So I'm just gonna grab a block. I'm using a D block, which is huge, but it's the one that I have out that's convenient, so. The new Love What You Do set, and I will be doing Facebook Live on this next week, so stay tuned. This bundle will be available to customers as of next week, so you really want to stay tuned, and if you want some ideas on how to use it before you get your hands on it, then come and watch me. So if you haven't seen before, this is how I store my scraps. Pretty much not by color, but by color family. So we will grab, you can see the soft suede is what I used for that little trio of leaves the last time. So we will do that again. Now, this is a two-step. So we are going to use the debossing folder first. I'm going to move this so you can see it go through. I'll move the sample out of the way. Okay, so there's no real lining that up. Whoops, sorry. I'm missing my other sandwich. So clearly doing a Facebook Live in the morning is not an option for me. I am not focused and awake yet. Okay, so there we've run it through the debossing, and the detail is amazing. Pro tip for thinlits is use the paper piercing tool to pop things out. You could also use the bristle brush, but I find this faster and I can target where I want the scraps to go. We are going to take some of the twine from the Nature's Poem bundle, which comes in 4 colors. Take a little bit more. They are lovely. They are very thick, but those are the colors they come in. Pardon my arm again. And I always use glue dots and my paper piercing tool for a job like this. Just kind of wrap it around loosely. With this twine, you don't want too many layers in a row because it will be very thick and no amount of dimensionals will lift it up off the page enough. So keep that in mind when you're using this twine. Don't worry if it doesn't stay exactly where it was supposed to. You can always put another glue dot on top, and that will help to keep it in place. Yeah, if it doesn't stick to your hand. This twine, same idea. It was the mint macaron, and I just cut a little length and I split them all apart. So we're going to use another glue dot. Just place that in the middle, or stick to my finger, thumb, and place it down and kind of fan it out. And you don't need to worry about another glue dot for that one because whatever you put down is going to keep it in place. For vellum, I always use a glue dot kind of in an inconspicuous place. Typically, if you have a sentiment there, you could put it there, but unfortunately there is no perfect way to attach vellum where you don't see it. So we could put that there and put something else. I do have one other leaf, but you know what? I think for the sake of time, we'll put that up there. I added a couple of sequins, but that's basically it. So I need to keep getting ready for work. I hope you enjoyed that, and like I said, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go do so. It is Stamped AF, as is everywhere on social media. So I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.